Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here today with Billy Somerville. He is the Associate Director of Brand Communications at Metropolitan Ministries. And we wanted to jump on today on Facebook and bring him in to give us a little bit more insight into what Metropolitan Ministries is working on these days. Many of you who are familiar with our duck race know that this fundraiser that we do typically benefits the Kiwanis Club of Tampa. But this year, in light of everything going on with COVID-19, we decided we wanted to partner with some organizations that are doing the good work right now, benefiting our community during COVID-19. So this year, we're really pleased to partner with Feeding Tampa Bay and Metropolitan Ministries. And I wanted Billy to kind of jump in and talk to us a little bit about all the good that they're doing in the community. So Billy, welcome to our fun duck audience.
Thank you so much for having us. It's always great to get on Facebook Live and share our mission and vision with your viewers and our viewers, and we can all, kind of come together as one community.
So for those who don't know, could you give me a little bit of information about Metropolitan Ministries in general, and specifically talk a little bit about what you guys have been working on the last couple of months here in Tampa?
Yeah, so Metropolitan Ministries is actually a local nonprofit right here in Tampa Bay. We were founded by 13 congregations nearly 50 years ago. And right now we are jumping into action, what we have been since March 1st, when the pandemic struck. And I can go into details about some of that, but I can tell you that we're helping on several fronts right now with just alleviating suffering and making sure that people have food on their tables and they have a place to live. That's really what we're focusing on at the moment.
What do those programs look like specifically?
Yeah, so we have two drive-through locations for food boxes, and one in downtown Tampa near Tampa Heights, and then one in Pasco in the Holiday area. And those are operated 3 days a week, and families come by and they can pick up a box of food. That's 36 meals, and they can do that on a regular basis. And we have seen a huge response to that. About 2/3 of the families that have come to us for assistance since March 1st have never asked for help before. So you can really see the need that the pandemic has created. Since that, we have distributed 22,000 food boxes. So you can imagine how many meals that is. And that is on top of what we normally do. On a typical day, Metropolitan Ministries cooks around 3,000 hot meals a day and distributes them at meal site partners across the Tampa Bay area. And this is all on top of that. So since the pandemic started, we've ramped that up. We have cooked over 210,000 hot meals.
Wow.
And distributed them in a grab-and-go style so that we're all socially distanced.
Wow, that's amazing. It's such a hard thing to talk about because I think the amount of work that you're doing in the community, it's so impressive and it's so impactful.
It's really overwhelming for us too, because this is something that our programs team is taking on in addition to what they normally do. There's families in the community and making sure that they have the resources that they need to not only reduce stress, but make sure they have a roof over their head, that they have food on the table, that their kids are excelling in school. So all of these efforts that the community supports are on top of what we normally do in our mission.
And the fact that the need seems to be almost increasing every week, we're seeing more and more people reaching out and in need. So it's unfortunate that these families are facing this, but I'm really very happy that we have organizations like Metropolitan Ministries that are out there and making it possible for them to move forward.
Yeah, and one of the other areas that we focus on is affordable housing and making sure that people are able to stay in their homes. That preventative piece is so essential to our mission. Since the start of the pandemic, we have been able to help nearly 2,000 families with rent assistance, and that's over $1 million. That's $1.2 million in rent assistance. Those are payments that go directly to landlords or mortgage companies to help keep people in their homes. And the response to that has been overwhelming as well. The phone just doesn't stop ringing. As the pandemic continues, as unemployment continues to increase, we're here to help. But we also need the community's help, and we're so thankful to be part of the duck race this year, and to have your support at home is fantastic.
we're really happy to do it. We need the community to rally around and help those that need it right now. And with the programs that Kiwanis typically does, all those programs for us are really put on hold at the moment. And a lot of the funding that would typically happen for this event wouldn't be used until next year anyway. So we really just wanted to see it being put to good use right now. Do you guys have a plan for the money that would come from this event? Is there a specific program it's going to get plugged into? Does it all kind of go into a big pot somewhere?
Yeah, so when the pandemic started and we saw that the need was going to increase so dramatically, we created the COVID-19 Emergency Impact Fund, and the community has been donating to that for months, and the funds continue to, as soon as they come in, they go out. So that goes to rent assistance, that goes to hunger relief, and then the programs that Metropolitan Ministries does on an ongoing basis. So it is going directly into the hands of those that need it, and making sure that families stay in their homes, that they have food in their stomach, and the kids are have the resources that they need to be successful.
Now, I'm always curious about the volunteers that keep the organizations working. It sounds like you guys really went all in very quickly and pivoted your resources to accommodate for the pandemic. Can you talk to me a little bit about the volunteers that are working to make all this happen? Do you have new volunteers? Is it kind of a strain on the volunteers that you have?
Yeah, so we have scaled back our volunteer program and are putting into place all of the precautions that the CDC recommends. We do have opportunities on campus to volunteer. During the height of the pandemic, we did scale back until we were able to make those precautions and policies, and things like temperature checks, and there is a questionnaire that the volunteers answer before they step on campus, but those opportunities are still there, and we still are a primarily volunteer-run organization. During the holiday time, we have thousands and thousands and thousands of volunteers that come in to help, and it's really incredible to see the community rally and support an organization like ours. Like Kiwanis, Metropolitan Ministries is here for the community. It's community run, and we couldn't do it without our volunteers.
Well, I would like to know, so we're asking for duck adoptions, because the money from these duck adoptions are going to go right back into Metropolitan Ministries, feeding Tampa Bay and Kiwanis. I did the math, okay? So I've got one of my ducks here. Our most popular package with the duck race is a quack pack. That's 5 ducks for $20. And I did the math on this, and if you guys get a quack pack, we can get 10 meals supplied through Metropolitan Ministries, I think, if my math is done correctly. So go out there and get your ducks. And Billy, for anyone else who's interested in getting more involved with Metropolitan Ministries, where should we send them? What's your biggest need right now?
Absolutely. So the biggest need right now is actually canned meat and any type of non-perishable food. But you can actually get involved. We do need volunteers. You can go to metromin.org. That's metromin.org, and or just follow us on Facebook, and you'll see kind of what's going on at any point in time. So those are our most needed items at the moment.
And we'll go ahead and we'll link that below as well. Well, we look forward to having you out with us. The incredible duck race is going virtual right here on Facebook Live on July 25th. Yeah, we'll be here. Our setting might look a little different, but Billy's gonna hopefully be out there with us and cheering on some ducks. Anything that I left out? Anything that you want to add before we?
We are just so thankful for the Kiwanis Club and for all that you guys do in the community. As an organization that's been around just as long as us, it is so great to have your partnership, and even virtually, we're able to connect and help people out.
Yes, we'll get it done. All right, thanks for being here with us today.